Hey, what's up everybody? This is Ostric501 and today I want to do a video on something a little bit different. And that's going to be creating your own templates to be able to upload into the game and be able to paint animals, signs, ship sails, stuff like that with whatever you create. Now they had this in Ark as well, and you can even look a bunch of the stuff up that there's like just tons of really cool paintings. There's paintings for all the different animals that look really nice. You know, you can make Doedicurus into Pokeballs, stuff like that. It's also on humans, all that type of stuff. Now they have the system in Alice, and you're able to use the arc.pnt editor, which I'll leave a link in the description for the download. And that's what we have here. You can still use it because it's still basically the same thing. You're just creating the files from the game, and then you upload it into this, and you save it as a specific file that works in Alice as well. Now, there's a few caveats with this. I'm not going to be showing anything in-game in this video because I'm currently switching companies, and we're not completely set up yet. So I'm not able to show you guys painting any different stuff right now. And also, you're currently not really able to do this on animals for some reason. Now, you can still create them and attempt to upload them on animals, but for some reason, every time I've tried, any other person that's tried, you get timed out part of the way through because these paintings do usually take a few minutes for a character in-game to fully upload them. Because you need... It'll tell you like what different paints and how much of the different paints you actually need in game to do it, and then it basically will auto do it for you when you have all that and you choose to paint that painting. So basically how you're going to do this when you get in game, I'll show a more in-depth one probably when the animals are able to be painted on and it doesn't time you out. I could probably do one just on like signs and sails and stuff too, because you're still able to do that. But basically what you're going to do when you're in game, you're going to get a paintbrush, which you just make on your person. They're super cheap. They're like, I think like wood, thatch, and fiber is it. Then you're just going to need any paint, which you just make in a grill. You just need water and berries, and you can make any paint you want. So you fill up a water skin. You have berries in there. You can make any dye you want. And you just have to put a dot on whatever you're trying to paint. Now this is for like a baseline thing if you're just trying to create something like in Photoshop or GIMP or any like photo editing software. Because it'll basically create when you save that. So basically when you put like your dot on it, you'll be able to save that painting. You can name it whatever you want and it will put it in this file right here. Now, I'll show you how to get to this file. So you go to Program Files x86, you go down to Steam, you go to Steam Apps, you go Common, you go to Atlas, and you go to Shooter Game, then you go Saved, then My Paintings. Once you create a painting, it'll create the My Paintings file, and then it will be in here. And it'll create this file, and then you load the arc.pnt file, and you're gonna have to go there. I have this created as a shortcut on my desktop, wherever it may be. So I just have it set on Atlas, and then you can come in here. I would have a save for like a shortcut on your desktop. It's much easier to do. And then you see I have all these things. So this one right here, it's sign wood wall wood. So it's just a wood sign that you can put up on the wall. And this one is nothing, basically. So as you can see, it just creates this file. Now you have to do this. Now for these ones, you don't have to save this or anything. It has a size, so you have to keep it in the size for it. And basically what you can do, you could just go in Photoshop and you could just do new. You could just do, 256 times 256. You could create a file, or you could just make an image like this Jolly Roger right here. You could just go 256. Some images will be set to like different widths and stuff like that, so it maybe stretch a little bit. This one does look bad right here. It would look better. But you would do that. You could then save this file. Like that, you could just save the file. I'm pretty sure it always wants a PNG. I'm pretty sure it has to be a PNG, even if you already have something uploaded in there. And what you would do, you load image, you go to wherever it is saved, and then it has to be the correct size. It has to be the exact size or it will not accept it. And then I can do that. it'll convert the image. It looks really bad because this is just some random image that really shouldn't be the size. It looks much worse right here. When you get in game, it would look a lot better. Just in this like preview thing, it looks a lot worse. Then you could say you have to save it as arc.pnt file. Then you would have to go to your wherever that file is. So you'd go to your Alice, you'd go save my paintings, you'd save it. Now, when you're saving stuff, you see all of this stuff after the first name. So anything before the first underline right here, you can name it whatever you want, and then you're good. You can't delete this stuff or it will not be a correct file in game and it won't show up. So everything before the first underline, you can name whatever you want. I'm not going to save that. And then it will be in game on that certain thing. So on wood signs, you can load images. It's just at the top when you hit it with a paintbrush. You can load images. If you have all the stuff, you can apply it. It'll take a little bit and apply it. Now that's how it's supposed to work on animals. It clearly isn't right now. Now there's also something else you can do with, say, animals. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it with, how you can do it with animals. So I don't know why it always baselines to whatever that file is there, but I have this polar bear. So I took the time in game to fully white out a polar bear, because you can still paint stuff in game if you want to with a paintbrush, with whatever dyes you want. You can just paint them. So I painted a bear all white, as much white as I could. There's still a little bit of weird stuff at the top under the fur, but it's pretty white. You can't really see the spots that aren't painted white because there's saddle. And you have this file, and then you can just save as an image, and it'll be a PNG file. You could save that as an image wherever you want. I have it just saved in a specific file I use, and then as a PNG, you can open it in Photoshop, you can open it whatever picture editing software you want. And then since you painted this entire animal, it has both the sides of the animal set right here, so you can put stuff on them. Now this isn't going to look great. Actually, I want to get a new version of this. Now this isn't going to look great with this one. This is just basically showing you guys. So I'm going to put this file, because it's so big, because the bear file, where is it? The bear file is a 512 by 512, so it has to be that size. So I made this really small. I can just pull it over and I can put it anywhere I want on the bear. You can put multiple and line them up if you want. I mean, I wouldn't do this because this looks bad with the black box around it, but you can do pretty much any images on these. And then you could change the colors of the bears in Photoshop, or you could just do it in game. You can do whatever you want. This painting, like the full animal before, gives you the full picture basically, just as like a base coat. And then any colors you change, any images you put on here, you basically just save as a PNG again. You put it wherever you want. So I'll just do Polar Bear 2. You just save it to whatever file you can do it. Now you do have to have an image already here. So what you can do is just load that image you just saved. And then it's going to basically place over it. And now you have whatever you want on your animals. So that's how you do it to actually get the animals, so you can actually see what is here. If there, I'm assuming there's going to be a site that's going to start at some point having like the templates and different, you know, customized ones you can just download for Atlas. If there is that, I'll definitely do a video and show you guys a link of that. But there's really not anything like that yet, so you just have to kind of customize stuff yourself. And that's how you do it with this. Then you would save again in the files we went into. We don't need to go into that again. You would go into your Alice files. We can actually do it. It's not that long. So you just go in here, you go in paintings, you'd save it. You can customize the first part. And you would just name it whatever you want. You save it, and then whatever that name is in game, you can click on it. If you have the certain dyes, you can load it, and you're good to go if it doesn't crash you, which it seems to be doing right now for animals. And then you can just do whatever custom images you want. And you can do anything you want with this in Photoshop. You could, you know, you could put any different colors on these animals you want. With the different signs, you can do whatever. And if you want to do just stuff for animals, you kind of need this. You kind of need a template with the animals showing here, because if you just did a box, it would look really weird on an animal. So for the animals, you have to do that. But the signs and stuff like that, you can just do whatever size they are. So like the signs that I already showed you guys were like 256 times 256. You could just make an image, which is just box. You could do whatever you want. You could put text in it. You can do whatever you want. Then you upload to the game and you're good to go. So that's basically the entire video. I just wanted to show you guys like the base version of uploading these templates and customizing and stuff like that. I'm going to do definitely when I get set up in game, I'm going to show you guys that once they fix the animal one so you don't get timed out. I'm definitely going to be showing you guys that. I could definitely find a way to like upload all of mine if I customize cool ones, or anyone I'm playing with has cool ones that we can share, stuff like that. We can definitely start doing that when it gets fixed for animals and stuff, because on sides and stuff, you don't have much to work with there. But anyways, like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more Atlas content, leave a comment down below what you think about Atlas, what you think about all this painting and template and stuff. It's definitely really unique. But anyways, thanks for watching.